Hello everyone, I am Saimukul. I am a student of English Care. Today, I am going to talk about the most devastating train accident of Germany, which is considered one of the worst accidents in the Germany. And long ago, in the year of 1992, it was the year when trains were developing at that time. And in Germany, a bullet train. It was an intercity express, short term as ICE. It started its journey from Hamburg, from Murich, and its location was to go to Hamburg. And at that time, Germany wasn't the one which found the bullet train, especially the fastest bullet train at that time. Before that, Japan found, and Italy, and after that, Germany found the first ever bullet train. And when they introduced this bullet train, all were using this, but they don't know that after some time this bullet train would cause a great uh, a great fatality to all the people in the country Germany. So in June 3, 1993, and as it was normal, and it was around 9:30 a.m. at the morning, and a bullet train, a white fastest ever bullet train, was ready for its location. And as it was starting and it was going, and it received all the passengers on the boat, and it started boarding. And as it went, many businessmen were opening their laptops, many people having enjoyment, sipping coffee, and everything all were done. And there were many infants, old men, and lady gentlemen, and many even families too. And suddenly, imagine if you're going in that train, and suddenly an iron rod came in between your handrest. And like that happened to one family at that time. And they went on to check, and they went on to tell this to the train collector at that time. But the train collector was in the third compartment of the train. So they went and approached him. They told that there was an iron rod coming in front of them between the handrest. However, the collector uh, didn't take action over this, so he left this. And after some time, he came and checked what happened, and it was real that a iron rod came sludging in between the two handrests. And as the collector saw this, and after he told the family that he couldn't stop the train because it was moving at 200 kilometer per hour. Imagine the speed of the train, and as it was going and going, and at that time they didn't know that this train would cause a great death. And around 10:25 a.m. all were enjoyment, and around 10:59 a.m. the a small wheel in the huge train started developing a scratch. And as the time goes on, and the scratch begins to develop into a huge scratch, and the wheel plucks out from the whole train. And after this incident took place within only 10 seconds, and the wheel stretched out of the whole train, and the train went apart of its track, and only three compartments were going. Another all the compartments were not on the track, they were thrown away. And as the train went, it the all the compartments started hitting a flyover. At that time there was a flyover over the train, and as all the compartments hit the base of the bridge started collapsing. And not only this was the incident, and the bridge, when collapsed, it began to develop some cracks, and it fell down over the train. Imagine if you are in the situation. It is one of the brutal train accident in the history of Germany. And after that, many people saw this, and they came in and they rescued every person. But at that time, it was the first ever train accident in Germany. So the rescuers didn't know how to handle the situation. Because if they had experienced this before, they would have known how to handle the situation in a calm manner. But as it was the first train accident in Germany, and before that, it was known that Germany was the country for not having even a single train accident in their book. And as this happened, they were in a panic, and however they managed. And at that time, as the rescue mission was late, many lost their lives because of the bridge and because of the train accident. The train driver included died at that time, and however, all the people died, and it still remains as a way for how to handle the trains. Imagine just a small scratch in the rims of the wheel caused this brutal accident in the history of Germany, and everyone came there and rescued everyone. And after that situation, in the year of 1999, in the year of 1994, they kept many engravements of stones, and they also built a long staircase to commemorate the death of all the people who are lost. And they also built 101 cherry trees for the death to and for the death of the 101 people who died there. And it is providing us very sad because 101 people died in the accident, in a single accident, just a small scratch led to all these failures. And there are many charities, and nowadays, when every train passes that way, slows down not because of danger but because of respect. They slows down and they pray for the one who died in that accident, and it still remains in the Germans' history as the most train accident. And nowadays, Germany had improved much longer, and they improved many train techniques. And now we cannot see that much train accidents in Germany because of the improved technology in their country. Thank you. Have a nice day.